Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Before starting my video, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do, and do not forget to turn on notifications as I'm sharing great contents every week for you. Alright, in this lesson we will continue where we left, exactly in unit tests. Invoice remove, I guess, right? Yeah, we create the class but didn't start it yet because it requires mocking, so it is going to be a preheating for us. We're going to get used to starting using mocks for application layer. It's going to be a peer review for us. Okay, let's open our file and let's try to amend, starting with method name. So customer create, now it's going to be invoice remove should return customer, now should remove invoice successfully. All right, first of all we need arrange section. We need a customer, right? All right, I guess if I remember previous lesson we created our add invoice. Yeah, but we need to amend this little bit, I'm assuming. Let's try to use add invoice here. So we are being asked here an invoice. Okay, perfect. Let's go back customer data. I'm just going to have a look. Should we add invoice here? Actually, let's try to create invoice first. To do that, I'm going to create a new folder for invoices, and I'm going to add invoice data here. I'm using static methods for data because I would like to use them all again and again, so they will be reusable. Invoice data, control RG, let's make it public, static class invoice data. Let's add first public invoice, no, invoice create invoice. So it's a static method again. Oh, what happened to our invoice? At this, yep, let's make it static, and invoice dot create. Let's have a look what parameters are it. Okay, this is, as you can see, task, so it is a asynchronic method. I'm going to put async and task here to continue, so it is going to be await here. Perfect. So let's come back here and let's see our parameters. We need a create invoice DTO and a unit of work. Okay, unit of work is going to be parameter because we will give the unit of work at exactly where we're doing test scenarios. Unit of work, we can pass unit of work directly here, but before that we need to give a create DTO here. Let's give the name here create DTO. Okay, let's put our semicolon here as well. Perfect. Public static create invoice DTO, create DTO. I'm just going to use a getter. Okay, customer ID is going to be random. It's not important. We're not checking the customer. We're not going to do any check with the customer ID. So let's say test PO purchase products. Let's have a look. The purchase products is create invoice item DTO. Okay, let's create here invoice item DTO as well. Public static create invoice item. Where's invoice item DTO? Invoice item DTO. Here we go. create invoice item DTO. Let's use a new keyword. Oops. The product ID is redundant. We're not going to do anything with the product. Let's say 5. Or should I use... Now let's make it static for now. If you need to make these are changeable, all you need to do is convert this property to a method, and you can give your parameter here. For example, let's say integer quantity. You can give your quantity here. So this is now a method. But I'm not gonna use it for now. Let's see what's gonna happen first. If it's needed, we can always we can amend and change our static data here. All right, let's go to purchase products. I'm gonna give it just one product, but it is asking us, yeah, perfect. So I just gave one product here. So basically, what is this product ID? If you struggle why we give new grid, the thing is, let's go to create invoice. As you can see, we're using product ID here to find our product from our database, but we're going to make a mock this section. It doesn't matter which ID we gave this method. We're going to return a product which we gave manually. So the ID is, it's not important for us. Okay, what is the issue here? Create DTO. Create what? Why? Create DTO. Yeah, perfect. Let's make a create invoice DTO. Perfect. So we got everything in our hands now. Let's go back to add invoice. Let me have a look. No. This is invoice data. We're going to create invoice. Yeah, let's get back to customer data. So we need, I'm gonna delete it. We don't need to ask invoice because I'm gonna make it static here. What invoice data. Oops. I don't want to bother myself to create invoice in our test scenario. I'm going to make ready everything in that data section. Then on the test scenario, I'm just going to call the method and that's it. Okay, invoice data. Why? Yeah, okay. Create invoice here. Any parameter, unit of work. Okay, so we're just going to pass unit of work from here again. Unit of work. Unit of work. Okay. Pass unit of work here. Perfect. We got our invoice in our hands. But this is async await. Let's make it await. Async task replaced automatically. Don't forget to add if you didn't have automatic replacement. So we got our customer in our hands now. Let's get back our method. If you look at the parameters, we are being asked to give a unit of work. It is time to create our mock now. Now I'm going to add my mock library. Type here mock. Actually, it is here, but just type here mock. I'm going to show you how you're going to implement it. This is the mock I'm using, guys. And just install it in your domain tests. Let's close it. It's been installed, I guess. Yep. Let's try to implement it now. I'm going to use private read-only mock. We're going to use mock now. Unit of work and unit of work. Now we're going to create a constructor. We're going to fill that mock in our constructor. Should I need a repository mock? Yeah, I need as well a private read-only mock by generic repository for product. product repository. Why I'm creating a product repository mock? Ah, come on, product repository mock. Okay, let's get back to our invoice entity. Okay, this is the unit of work. Okay, first of all, we're going to mock unit of work, and the first method is repository product. We're going to tell unit of work mock, hello guys, this repository product is going to be that. So I'm going to assign this mock as a replacement of this method. So whenever repository product is being called, our mock initialized and replaced with the actual one. Okay, so how I understand is a generic repository. As you can see, this is the method, this is the return value, generic repository product. This is what I'm creating right now. Okay, perfect. Let's get back to our method. Now let's try to fill them. Unit of work equal new mock unit of work, and product repository mock is going to new mock generic repository product. All right, mocks are ready. Now let's make our arrangements. But we can assign this directly, this unit of work here, get rid of this error message. And why we get error here? Because this is mock. The naming is problem. Yeah, let's make this mock, because this is mock. As you can see, this is not unit of work. This is mock of unit of work. All I need to do is dot object. The object is returning the unit of work itself. Perfect. It's all done. I'm assuming you understand everything under this section. Now we're going to fill these mocks with our logic. Okay. Before creating our customer, we need to define our method. Let's have a look at the invoice again. This is the only place we need mock, guys. Perfect. Let's get back. Oh, no. Okay. Let me have a look quickly. Where is the... Yep, here we go. So first I'm going to, let's fix this naming as well. I'm going to use product repository mock. I'm going to use setup method. It's using linku anyway. I mean actions. Let me have a look. What is it using as a parameter? Let's have a look. Setup is using, yeah, action delegate. It's asking us an action delegate. So I'm going to use create a mock for get by ID. Actually, should I use, yeah, I'm going to mock this first. Okay, so get by ID async. Let's have a look. Get by ID async is requiring a GUID, right? So I'm going to give it is any GUID. Basically, this method says if you give any ID for get by ID async, you're going to return a product which I'm going to create now. And it has a second parameter, which is cancellation task. So I'm going to give it as well. Let's give, where is the cancellation? Oh, it must be here. I'm sorry. It is any, I'm doing very slowly to make you fully understand. Cancellation token. Hold on. So if you go get by ID async, go to implementation. As you can see, it requires a GUID ID and cancellation token. What we did here, I said, if you receive a GUID, it doesn't matter which GUID is, just accept it. And if you receive a cancellation token, again, It doesn't matter what kind of cancellation token you receive, just accept it. And in return, it's going to return async because it get by ID async method. It return, as you can see, product value. We need to give a product as a return. So we need a product here. Var product. So we need a product data class, right? We don't have one. Let's close everything on the left side. And let's create our product data. Our products. Add new item. Product data. RG. Public. Static class product data. Public. Oops. Public. Create product DTO. Create DTO. Description, let's say test product. Unit price, let's say 5. Control KD. Done. Let's create our method. We need a product, right? So we need to return product. Create product. Let's go product dot create. We need a create product DTO. Let's give a create DTO. So what is the issue with this public create DTO? Oh yeah, we need to make it static. We need to make this static as well. All done. So we got our product in our hands. Let's go back to, let's put this semicolon here as well. Let's go back to here. Product data dot create product. Perfect. We got product in our hands. I'm going to give this product here, and all done. Whenever I call get by ID, I'm going to receive this product. It doesn't matter which ID I gave. It doesn't matter which cancellation token is given, right? We're going to receive this product all the time. Okay, perfect. Once we get our product, now I'm going to create unit of work mock. So unit of work mock setup. Hopefully I can type repository product. So this is my second method. It doesn't receive any parameters, so I'm just gonna mock it like this, and in return I'm going to return this object because it is asking us a generic repository object. Did you understand now why I start repository product first? Because I need to a ready product repository and already mocked product repository to give our unit of work. Now I gave ready unit of work, and it's passed into our method. Now hopefully we're going to get our customer. Let's try to act now. So what is going to be happen? Customer dot invoice remove, what's the name of the method? What happened customer data? Oh, it's wait, and it is async task as well. Don't forget to make it. Customer dot remove invoice. We need to invoice now, so I'm going to extract the invoice what we give from our customer data. So var customer invoice customer dot invoices dot, I'm just gonna need random one. I'm gonna get first. I'm using first or default because if we did a mistake, I want this method throw an error. Okay, customer invoice. Perfect. Now we need to create our assertions. I'm going to delete all of them just leave the equal. First of all, before we did update, I need to check how many invoice we have for existing invoice count. Here I need to use customer dot invoices dot count. Perfect. Now customer dot invoices dot count, which is updated one, must be equal to not existing, let's make it previous invoice count minus 1. So we just removed one of those, right? And also to make everything safe, I'm going to make an ID check to make it after we update our customer var current invoice ID list. I'm going to get all of them. Customer dot invoices dot select. I'm going to make a list of the all invoice ID list. Perfect. So we got the invoice ID list here. So assert doesn't contain. Which one is the deleted invoice? Customer. This is the deleted invoice. Let's name it invoice to be deleted. I think it's better naming. Put this here. Okay. Dot ID current invoice list. So current invoice list doesn't have this invoice to be deleted ID because it's gonna be deleted. Perfect. Finger crossed. Now I'm going to run my test and I'm going to see the result. I'm waiting my application to build itself. Done. Waiting result. Okay, we got a problem here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the result. Okay, object. Okay, we have a null object here. Okay, let's now time to debug. I'm gonna put a breakpoint here and let's debug it. Let's see where is the problem. Okie dokie, problem here. Okay, the perfect is I understand what the problem is. As you can see, we cannot add invoice to invoices because just remember what it is. If you go our invoices, customer entity CS, there is no initial invoice list here because it is set null. I'm going to make it empty. I'm gonna make empty collection, so it won't affect our project anyway. Or if you would like to keep it here, let's keep it null. If you don't want to touch it, go back our test. You can make a customer invoices. If it's null, actually it must be something like this. There is a shortcut to enable it. Was it? No, never mind. Custom invoices. What is saying us? Oh yeah, this is a private set. Okay, we can't do it here. This is a private set. We have to go back. We have to go back our customer CS. We have to set this initializer with an empty array. Don't worry, it won't affect your project. I did 1,000 times of this. Let's go back to our project now. Let's run the test again. Yep, we passed the result. Perfect. It is working. Nice to see this, right? If you would like to see what we created, you just put a breakpoint, go to steps, put your cursor on it, and see the details on what we did here. It's been 25 minutes. We completed our invoice, remove invoice section. I would like to point out a couple of things more. Let's go to invoice CS, yeah. As you can see, we have lots of things to test here, but in main purpose, we're not creating invoice, we're not mocking create invoice. When it comes to create a test for the invoice, you need to test all these exceptions as well. But now I'm not gonna do it. These are homework for you guys. I'm not gonna do all the entities. Let's have a quick look here. This is basically how I am doing the unit test. Okay, so customer test is completed. All you need to do is create a new folder, give a name for the next entity, start creating your tests, and you can confidently use reusable data from our storage here. Perfect. I'm going to finish this lesson here, guys. Next lesson we're going to start application test. See you next lesson. Take care. Bye bye.